Hi everyone, this is Anna and
Kelsey
from scrapping, stamping, and stuff.com. I am here with my very first video from our upcoming annual catalog. The 2020-2021 annual catalog is coming very soon. And I just got my pre-order. I did my unboxing video yesterday. And in that video, I told you that this may be my absolute favorite product in our new catalog is this sunflower set. I just fell in love with it when I saw it. So it had to be the first products out of my collection to play with. And I made a card that I'm going to share with you today. How to make this. So my little buddy just bumped my camera, excuse us. So here is the cover of the new annual catalog if you have not seen one. And I still have my printed copy. I'm waiting on my official one to arrive in the mail. But there are so many neat things inside and I want to get started sharing them with you. So ordering for the catalog will begin June 3rd. If you want to see a catalog now, anybody who signs up as a demonstrator is able to see and order a lot of these products right now. So if you're interested in that, please contact me. So we'll set these products off to the side. Here's our card. The first thing I want to do is the watercolor wash in the background. And it's pretty subtle, but I wanted something back there to just add a little bit of interest without taking away from the card. So I have some shimmery white cardstock, which allows the color to flow around better than regular cardstock would, and an aqua painter. And I've gotten ink on the top of my ink pad. If you squeeze them together like this before you open, you may have to squeeze fairly hard, but you will get some of that color on the top of your ink pad. And I am just going to take that color and move it around.
I squeezed it once.
Did you?
Yeah, and it came out.
Yep, got to make sure you have enough water. If your aqua painter gets dry, you may have to squeeze it a little to get a little more water to come out, but that looks pretty good. I want it to be pretty light in color. So I'll set that aside to dry for a few minutes. And while that is drying, we will stamp and prepare the actual sunflower with the color. So how I did that, we're going to watercolor it. So we need pumpkin pie ink. We also need, we don't need that one yet, we need pumpkin pie and soft suede and the sunflower stamp. So I am going to ink the stamp with pumpkin pie, but then I wanted the center of it to be brown. I did not want the center of it to stamp orange. I wanted it to be brown. So here I have a sponge dauber. I'm going to ink it on my soft suede ink pad and fill in just that part of the stamp that I want to be brown right there in the center. So once you have that done, you can go ahead and stamp. I am stamping on watercolor paper here because after I had it stamped, I wanted to be able to go in and watercolor it to fill in those colors. So I'm going to use crushed curry and pumpkin pie to do this. So make sure my aqua painter is cleaned off from the tan, from the soft suede, and I'll pick up some of the crushed curry. I filled in the entire flower with crushed curry. Some of it was lighter, some of it's darker.
And to blend it, she put a little drop of water.
Yep, the water comes out of the aqua painter.
Because if you squeeze it, then water comes out.
Yep. I am just going to do part of this to save a little bit of time because I already have one prepared. Actually, this is the one I meant to pull in. So we'll do this again. I'm running out of color here, so I'm going to flip this back over, squeeze it again, and start coloring. So I already had this one die cut out. I'm going to bring this die set in so you can look at it while I'm doing this. But this set is just beautiful. I'm bringing the stamp set too. If you can see all that, there is just so much in these. Love these flowers, and I know I'll be interested to see them in different colors. I decided on this one I wanted to keep the standard sunflower color, traditional sunflower, but I can't wait to see these in different colors as well, because I think we can make them look like other flowers. I'm trying to think what. I don't know if we could get them to look like Shasta daisies or a little bit like a dahlia, but in different colors I think they'll be really pretty. So I want to fill in the whole thing with my crushed curry. I'll mention these aqua painters. They are being retired with the 2019-2020 annual catalog. But we have something new in store for you in the new catalog. So,
Mom.
What?
You said you only used crushed curry on the sunflower?
Crushed curry. Now I am going in and I'm adding pumpkin pie. And what I do, I'm starting kind of at the base of the petal and just applying the darker color at the base and moving up. I don't want to turn the whole petal pumpkin pie. I just want it to be part, and I don't even want it on all of the petals. I just want this on some of them. So I'll do it starting in the center with some of these, and then also some of these shorter petals up towards the top. I'll start and do it at the base of some of those as well. So that gives some nice color variation. And now I just need to add the soft suede in the center. Fill that in. This aqua painter is being difficult. I'm not sure why. Probably because I'm making a video. That's the way it usually goes. So we'll fill that in.
There's water everywhere.
I know. What is going on? We'll get that out of the way and get back to business. Okay. So we have our sunflower watercolored. Now I'll show you what else. So I had my shimmery white card base, some watercolor paper that I stamped the sunflower onto and got it all filled in. I have also prepared these leaves. I stamped them onto watercolor paper using garden green ink, and then I used the aqua painter to fill them in with garden green. I have a little piece of wood grain paper from our new paper pack that's called In Good Taste, which I love. It has really neat natural prints in it. And I have some linen thread. So at this point, we will go ahead and assemble all of this. I want to stamp my greeting. So I used pumpkin pie for that. And I chose the one that says thanks a bunch. It has some other nice greetings in the set as well. We'll stamp that up here at the top. Now I'm going to attach this piece of wood grain paper. Here you can see the back side. This paper pack has really neat, I'm trying to think, there's wood grains, there's naturals, there's some of these stone or tile looking pieces. We'll put that right there. Next, I am going to glue the leaves on. I decided to use glue for these. for the watercolor papers. Since they're a little bit thicker, I thought that might be a good way to make sure they stay put. So I'm going to stick those on there and then just make sure I like where they're at.
You forgot to put that. You fine.
You know, I'm checking for my placement to make sure that those leaves stick out how I want them to. That looks good. Now that we have those leaves glued on, we can add the linen thread. And I like to do that. I'm just going to put some snail down here under where the flower is going to be. And leave an end sticking out where it will show. And then start making loops. And it's a good idea when you're doing this to bring your piece in and check it a couple of times. Make sure it looks how you want it to. Make sure it's sticking out far enough, but not too far. And I wanted more of my thread to be up here on this side than on the bottom. So I'm going to bring that back. I like that. So I'll trim off the end. Now we can glue the sunflower on. Love our multi-purpose glue. If you've never used it, you need to try it because this stuff is awesome. Now the sunflower is kind of directional. I thought you could put it anyway, but I think, which direction is it? Now I'm debating. Yeah, okay, that way I feel like it's looking down right now. So I want it something like this. So stick that on. Just hold it there for a second. And I'll probably have to press it back down here and again in a minute to make sure it stays stuck for the pretty part. Now I'm going to bring in this beautiful gold piece that I die cut out using our gold foil paper. To put this over top, I am just using one small ring of glue right here in the center. And that will be enough to hold this all together. So to line this up, I did not line mine up. I found where it lined up and I looked at it that way and I didn't really like it. So I didn't line it up. I just stuck it on. And we'll give that a minute to dry. Then I used a few of our champagne rhinestones to give it a little bit of embellishment. I thought these were they kind of have a hint of the pumpkin pie color without adding too much color to take away from everything else. So we'll put a big one there. And we'll get a couple of smaller ones. Put one down here. One right here. So there it is. Here's my preview of our new Celebrate Sunflowers set, which is coming in the new catalog. I think this card turned out absolutely beautifully. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe you learned a technique or two. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have lots more videos of new products in the new catalog and technique videos coming. So make sure you subscribe if you are watching on YouTube and are not a part of my Facebook group. This is where I do all of these videos live. So you can get in touch with me and I can add you to that group. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're excited about the new catalog. And if you want to make sure you see your copy, or if you're interested in joining my team so you can see it ahead of time and start ordering, please contact me for that too. Have a great day.